Okay, so let's talk about types of enzymes and their functions. We are Somus Biology. We are talking about the mnemonic video to help you remember all the concepts pretty easily. So this is a trick that will help you to find out the different classes of enzymes with their functions and one or two examples of such kind of enzymes. So simply simple things first. So I'll tell you the enzyme class, the reaction catalyzed by that enzyme, and the example. So the easy way to remember is remembering one simple sentence, and that sentence is very easy to pronounce as well. Over the hills. And this is not very difficult. Think about yourself, over the hills. And when you say over the hills, you see red colored highlighted regions like O, T, and the total letter hills, this total word hills. So ultimately what we get from this, so let's talk about the first one. The O stands for here oxidoreductase type of the enzyme. Enzyme type 1, oxidoreductase. Reactions catalyze, it transfers electrons or hydrogen atoms from one molecule to the other. And the example of this kind of enzyme, dehydrogenase, oxidases. And in this kind of example, we always involve with NADH or NADP, NADP, DPH, and all these are the types of molecules that are involved, right? Second, T stands for here transferase. As the name suggests, it moves a functional group from one molecule to the other. Example for such, kinases, transaminases. Kinases transfer phosphate group from one to the other molecule. Third, with capital H, and that is hydrolase. As they say, hydrolase, definitely to deal with water. That's right, it causes hydrolysis, so it's kind of a catabolic enzyme involving the process of hydrolysis, break down larger component into smaller part. Example, lipase breaks down lipid, and protease break down protein. Then fourth one, I of hills, that is isomerase. Isomerase causes rearrangement of atoms within a molecule and helps in conversion between isomers that are formed. Example, phosphohexoisomerase, which has very important role in important chemical reaction in our body like glycolysis. Now let's move on to the fifth type, that is the first L of the hills. So L stands for lyase here. The fifth class of enzyme, lyase, cause the splitting of chemicals into smaller parts, also is a kind of catabolic in nature without using the water. Hydrolase and lyase doing the same function, but hydrolase is doing with the help of water, lyase is doing without the help of water. So the example of lyase, decarboxylase, and aldolases, these are the example. Then another L, the second L of the hills, that gives us ligase. Ligase forms bond by condensation reaction by ATP cleavage, and that's involved in the formation of bonds like formation and restoration of phosphodiester bond in the DNA backbone is done by DNA ligase. So the example I forgot to mention here will be DNA ligase, very important enzyme for the DNA replication process. Now the seventh and the last one is synthetase. Synthetase's job, joining of two molecules by the formation of new bonds. So it's kind of anabolic in nature, while we've seen two catabolic enzymes like hydrolase or lyase, but synthetase is forming something, so anabolic. The example again given here, DNA ligase, DNA polymerase. But ligase has a really special class, that's why I put ligase separately rather than the synthetase group, although you can put ligase inside synthetase group. But DNA polymerase, RNA polymerase will be a proper synthetase enzyme in such kind, and you will see the role of all the enzymes in the cellular processes in our body. So this is the best way to remember all the different classes of enzymes over the hills. Remember guys, so if you like this video, please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe for more and more videos like that. Thank you very much.